Hello everyone, I'm Dragons After Dark, and today we are going to do part 2 of our tier list for the new Dragonflight Alpha Battle Pets. But before we get into that, I hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world. And before we get into that, I need to eat crow about a couple of things. So one, and you can see on our tier list here, you remember our little baby Timbertooth, how I was like, he's got no legs. I was a little wrong. So, as you can see, not that. Here, okay, here we go. Little baby Timbertooth, right? He's got legs. Alright, I'm sorry, he's got legs. I don't know where his legs go. I think his head's so heavy. I think is what it is. His head's so heavy that when he's just sitting there chilling, he's like leaning forward. I think that's what I figured out. So that's the first thing I needed to eat crow about. What's the second thing? I think it was the elephant. So the trunk doesn't actually separate when it moves the trunk. It just sort of expands. It's kind of weird. Still gonna be in the oh honey no category for sure. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm only gonna do 10 pets today because I noticed that in the last video it was very long and only about on average 5 minutes of it got watched. So we're gonna do 10 pets today, but before we get started, we need to do another update. And that is, I finally found pictures of the phoenixes. So we can officially start this off with putting the phoenixes in a, I think it's gonna go in the glow up category. These ones are a little squished. These ones today will be regular size. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put them in the glow up category. I'm not a huge fan of the phoenix models that we have. So I'm gonna call it glow up. Okay, moving on to the actual first pet of today. We have... Long screenshot, man. Get your stuff together. The blue woodpecker. Not my favorite coloring of all of the woodpeckers, but again, beautiful model. I love it. I think I looked it up. It's called a crown. It's their crown. I was looking up duck stuff, which is weirder than it sounds, I promise. Which is not as weird as it sounds. I think that's what I meant. Anyway, woodpecker, blue one, not my favorite. Well, just cute, but I'm patient. I can wait because there's quite a few of these guys, and Let's see. Next one is another little Vorkin. So this one, I'm not a huge fan of the coloring. Like, this one isn't even like terrifying but growing on me, and it's not even meh because of the graphics. So I think it's going in the oh honey no. I think that's where it's going. It's just not a good color. It's not a good look for him. Next, let's see. Okay, so the bronze dragon whelp. Cute. Very close in name to another pet we already have. It's like the bronze dragon whelpling or something. It's gonna go in the glow up. And the other thing I wanted to show you was the flapping animation. So this is what the new flapping animation looks like. So it's a little more, you know, like that. That's my version of the new flapping, in case you were wondering and curious. Buttons. I know what buttons I need. Okay, so glow up. Again, very cute. It does look, there's not a whole lot of contrast. Some people have pointed out they don't like the smoothing of the dragon scales, but I'm not mad about it. I like it. I like the new smooth looks. Okay, duck. Our first duck. The side profiles of the ducks aren't too bad. When you've got them head on, and I've got a head on picture that we'll see in a couple videos, they look terrifying. They're there's nobody home. So I looked it up. There is precedence for a bird to have what is called a casque. So that's what this is. This is your shout out to Steve Irwin Day. That's what we're going to call it. So this beauty, as he would say, has a casque. That's what this hard part above their bill is. And I think they drew inspiration from a bird called a cassowary. Now, if you've never heard of a cassowary, they're terrifying dinosaur-like birds that can eviscerate you. They've got humongous talons and everything. I don't think we're going to see that from this little guy. So this is not my favorite coloring of duck. I do have one that's going to go in Mighty Need. It's not going to be the one that looks like a blue-footed booby, though. So we're going to put him in Cute But Patient I Can Wait. Yeah, it's called a casque. Learn something new every day. I learned it today, and I searched specifically for it because I was curious. Oh, another brown baby thunder lizard. See, and this one, they just don't look good. Maybe I'm just in a worse mood than I was the other day. I don't like the coloring on you. You're not as pretty as the blue. You're gonna go in Oh Honey now. Man, I'm being mean today. I'm being mean. We need to come across something cute. Those colors just didn't do it for me. Let's see. Okay. Our timber tooth friend. Now this guy kind of looks like traditional beaver colorings. I do kind of like the more exotic colorings, which is why this one sort of went in the Cute But Patient I Can Wait, because I really like the purple and the sort of bluish tones. But this one, I mean, it just looks like a beaver with a mohawk, and I'm not a big fan of the coloring. Next. Oh crap, how many was that? I'm not even counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. I know how to count. Yeah. The brown duck. It looks like an older, more talony version of our little Cute But Patient I Can Wait. But I think he's gonna go in the meh category as well. Just because, again, it's not my favorite coloring for this model. Yeah, I don't know. Meh. I should take the question mark off of there. I should be more like, no, it's meh. That's my decision. Okay, this is the first rabbit we're seeing. So we have one set of flavor text for the rabbit so far, but it's not on a rabbit. It's on one of the flying squirrels, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I guess the rabbits on the island developed these as some kind of defense mechanism. My best guess for it is, I don't know, maybe the hair can detach easily when something tries to grab it, which I don't know what's picking rabbits up by the ears. I imagine you can't see it. Grabbing the body here. So, but it is a new rabbit model. And I can't remember. Oh, there's a green one. There's like a pistachio colored one. But you know what? I'm digging it today. I'm digging the ears. I do think it would have been nice to see like I want to see a floppy eared bunny model. Like, you know, the ones that look like the bunny version of basset hounds. That's what I want. I want the bunny version of a basset hound. Okay, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, second to last. So this is our first flying squirrel. So I think my only issue with the model, I don't really have as much of an issue anymore. When I was first going through these the other night and putting them in the article, it was a rush. I didn't get to like look at them in depth. Now that I'm looking at it, he does look like he has more of a wing here. I don't know if any of you have had, like I used to have a sugar glider, and this membrane is usually pretty thin, and it looks kind of thick, and I know it's a video game, it's not real life. I'm nitpicking. But the whole point is for the skin to be thin so it can actually help them glide. I don't feel like our chunky boy here is going to be gliding anywhere. Or maybe they will, but not very well. At the same time, this is not my favorite coloring of these guys. There's a white one that I really like the look of. Meh. It's okay. Not my favorite coloring. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of the meh pets. It's just meh. Okay, last one. So I think this guy looks really cool, right? So this one is going to be one of our collecting meta achievement pets. I think I'm actually gonna get this one right when Dragonflight pops, because I think this is the one for $12.50. He looks really cool. I mean, he doesn't have a face, but that's okay. We can forgive him for that. I think he looks really cool. What are we gonna do? Because he's cool, but I don't know if he's Mighty Need cool. And I don't want to add anyone to the Mighty Need category just for the sake of the fact we haven't had one. I need like the Jeopardy theme playing right now. Gotta make a decision. Mighty Need. Fine. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I think he looks cool. I think he looks pretty awesome. Which means he might not have a very good moveset. But, so those were the next 10 pets. What do you think? You think we're pretty on track so far? I think we are. Like I said, I ate crow about a couple of them. I was like, okay, I was wrong. I can admit it. Totally down for admitting that I'm wrong about something. Which is why I went back and looked it up, because I wanted to make sure that I'm providing accurate information to those of you who are watching. And speaking of those of you who are watching, if you liked the video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you like my content, you can subscribe. There will be more of these because I'm only up to 40 and there's 105, and I kind of want to keep these videos short now. What do you think? Do you agree with my tier list? Do you not agree with my tier list? Do you think something like the little thunder lizard guys, like, he's like cute, what are you talking about? And do you think the crystal guy's terrifying? Do you think I've put someone in the wrong category? I want to hear your thoughts on it, because it's just my opinion. And my last little takeaway for today about the casks on the top of the duck's head is that it's generally used for making noise. And not only is it used for making noise by the cassowaries, but it emits a boom that is almost inaudible to human ears. So there you go. Two new facts for you today. And I'm sure Steve Irwin would put all of these in Mighty Need, but we all know he's a little biased. So we can forgive him for that, because he's awesome. Anywho, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world. And until next time, everyone, happy battling!